guys, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm doing another Tag Tuesday video for you guys. Today's video is... You gonna be able to get out? You're stuck now, aren't you? It's called the 20 Questions book tag. It was created by Buy the Book on Goodreads. I will link that below so you guys can go look at their answers. So basically the name of the tag explains what it is. It's 20 questions. Question number 1, how many books is too many books for a book series? This is a very hot topic, I feel, all across the book community. I'm a big fan of series myself. I love series. I love trilogies. I think, especially now, trilogies is like the perfect amount, like the prime number is to have 3 books in your series. But I'm not opposed to longer series. However, when it gets above 10, when you get into like the 15 to 20 range, that's a little excessive. She's stuck. It's your fault. I can't get you out. How do you feel about cliffhangers? It's a love-hate relationship. Really, it depends on if I have the next book. If I don't have the next book and it ends on a massive cliffhanger, or if the next book doesn't come out for another year and it ends on a massive cliffhanger, then I'll probably check my book against the wall. Can you guys hear her? Really, she's just stuck behind my bookshelves. I'll get her out in a second. Hardback versus paperback. No, don't you jump! She's trying to go jump with her. I don't need 2 stuck kittens. I prefer reading paperbacks. I prefer hardbacks to look at on my shelf because they're beautiful. Favorite book is Ender's Game by Orson Scott Card. I have a whole video on this. I'll link that. Least favorite book. I guess the book that I've read that I disliked the most was probably Between the Devil and the Deep Blue Sea by Genevieve Tocholke. I don't remember. I'll put a picture of it right here. Don't go back there. Don't do it, Nixie. Did you get out? I'm gonna leave that out there because now they're gonna explore that back area. I got her out. We're good. Okay. Love triangles, yes or no? No, I hate love triangles so much. The most recent book you just couldn't finish. Oh my. It took me a while to finish A Conjuring of Light, but I finished it. I don't know. I don't think there is one recently that I just couldn't finish. A book you're currently reading. I'm currently rereading Harry Potter series. I've slowed my reading down a lot because I've been writing a lot. But yeah, currently rereading Harry Potter. The last book you recommended to someone, well actually I just recommended a whole bunch of my favorite fantasy series in my last video, so I will link that in the cards and maybe down below. How do people do that? I don't know. I will link it somewhere, but I definitely recommended a ton of books in that video. The oldest book you've read, The Scarlet Letter, or one of the Shakespeare's. Yeah, one of those. The newest book you've read, I'm gonna go with A Court of Frost and Starlight because it came out this year and I've read it this year, so I think that's probably it. A Court of Frost and Starlight is the newest book, probably. Your favorite author? That is a really hard question because when I think of my favorite author, I have to have multiple books by them that I have read and loved. So my favorite author is not the author of my favorite book, but probably between Rick Riordan and Sarah J. Maas. Those are probably two of my favorite authors. Buying books or borrowing books? I prefer buying books. I know borrowing books is great. I have borrowed many books, but I prefer buying them for multiple reasons. I love to have them on my shelf because I am a rereader. I love rereading books that I loved. I also love supporting authors, so I want to buy books whenever I can. A book you dislike that everyone else seems to love. I'm gonna have to go with Red Rising by Pierce Brown. I just didn't really enjoy it. I don't know if it was like the time I read it. Maybe if I read it now I would enjoy it more. Sometimes if I can't get into reading a book and I try the audiobook, I love it. So I'm gonna have to go with Red Rising. Bookmarks or dog ears, I don't really care. I use bookmarks most of the time, but whenever I have to, I dog ear a book. It doesn't really bother me. A book you can always reread: Harry Potter, Ender's Game, pretty much anything by J.A. Redmersky, the Percy Jackson series, pretty much everything. I am a rereader of books. I've said this before. Can you read while listening to music? So this is actually a funny question. I used to be able to read. I would keep my headphones in, I would be listening to music, and I'll be reading at the same time. I can't do that anymore because I can't focus on the words that I'm reading when the music is playing. So that's an interesting question, because yes, I used to be able to, but no, I can't anymore. One POV or multiple POVs? It depends. 2 POVs is pretty fine. I enjoy reading like contemporary in 2 POVs, especially if there's a romance. I like to see both sides. Fantasies, I love multiple POV fantasies. Mysteries, definitely 1 POV for the most part. I say that because I'm writing a mystery and it has a couple POVs, but has 1 main POV and then others are dispersed throughout. Do you read a book in one sitting or over multiple days? I have done both. It depends on 1, if I have the time to sit and read it. 2, if I'm really enjoying the book. So if it's like on a weekend and I don't have plans and I'm loving the book, I can finish it like that. If it's during the week and I have to go to bed so I can get up early in the morning and I'm or even if I'm just enjoying it. How? You guys can get out! They're play fighting. Who do you tag? I hate tagging people, y'all know this. If you want to do this tag, you should do this tag. It's interesting. I enjoyed the questions. Sorry, I was a little distracted. My cats got stuck between my bookshelves over here, so I had to make a path for them to get out. And now, even though they can get out, they choose to stay back there and play fight, which is whatever they want to do, I guess. But yeah, so that's all for this video. I'm on Twitter and Instagram. I will leave that link down below for you guys. And I'll talk to you next time. Bye. Girls, what are you doing? Crazies.